banning and just state-sanctioned silencing of voices that didn't toe the party line. And just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, you had Mark Zuckerberg dropping a letter admitting that Facebook was intimidated by the Biden administration and he was basically forced to do the very same thing. You can't make this stuff up. The Democrats didn't need to burn ballots or break into polling stations. All they had to do was manipulate your entire news feed. And then the cherry on top was the video footage of a Democrat-appointed judge helping this illegal immigrant evade arrest by federal agents. Those same people doubled down in their wickedness, and they became the architects of Jim Crow, black codes, and segregation. And so right when the Black Americans were finally starting to get a little taste of political freedom during Reconstruction, guess who launched a terror campaign to shut it all down? That would be the KKK, the militant arm of the Democrat Party. Yes, indeed, these disciples of darkness were so wicked that they even tried to infuse Christianity into their wicked white supremacist agenda, and they used the cross. They used the cross as their symbol to represent their evil and their wickedness. Now, if I don't know about you, but that is incredibly perverted. It is the highest form of perversion, but these are them Diddicrats, them Confederates, them KKK white supremacists, Jerome Crow Negroes, it's the same way. It's just perversion. It is the highest form of perversion, but these are them Diddicrats, them Confederates, them KKK white supremacists,
Let me ask you, April. I want you to think about it real hard. Who do these KKK, these white supremacist groups, these Proud Boy groups, who do they follow today? Do they follow the Democratic Party, sister, or do they follow the Donald Trump and the Republican Party? Because if they follow the Republican Party, when did that happen? Could that have happened when in 1964, between 64 and 1980, when the Great Switch happened? When the Democrats of Lincoln's time, who were, as you say, evil, the Democrats of that time, my sister, are the Republicans of today. And the Republicans back in Lincoln's time are now the Democrats of today. That's why you see these KKK groups, these militia groups, these Proud Boy groups, these white supremacist groups following the Republican Party today. Anyway, let's move on to your next point.
Was the video footage of a Democrat-appointed judge helping this illegal immigrant evade arrest by federal agents.
He meets his attorney in the hallway and walks towards Circuit Court Judge Hannah Dugan's courtroom. Along the way, he passes plainclothes federal agents who are sitting on a bench. They are there to detain him. After Flores Ruiz walks by, the agents turn to each other and appear to confirm his identity amongst themselves. But a few moments later, Judge Dugan and another judge approach the agents sitting on the bench. A criminal complaint against Dugan later said she was alerted to their presence by a court official. That complaint says during this interaction, Dugan and the agents disagreed over the type of warrant they had to arrest Flores Ruiz. According to the complaint, Dugan ordered the agents to go to the chief judge's office. Video shows her pointing them through a double door. She then turns back to speak with other agents further down the hall and orders them through the doors as well. Shortly after that, with the agents gone from the hallway, Eduardo Flores Ruiz and his attorney exit into the hallway through a different door. As they walk down the hall toward the elevators, they pass another plainclothes federal agent. Neither they nor Judge Dugan seem to have noticed at the time. time. That agent motions to another to follow Flores Ruiz. Security video shows Flores Ruiz exiting through a basement exit. Upstairs on the 6th floor, the other agents have left the chief judge's office and worked their way downstairs. Flores Ruiz left the building onto 9th Street. Videos of the street shows the agents catching up to him. Flores Ruiz runs across 10th Street while trying to get away, but the agents catch him and arrest him.
There's no justice in that. You have judicial treason. Same playbook, different tools, from the slave patrols to social media patrols. It's the same party still trying to silence, suppress, and subjugate. The Democrats are without a shadow of a doubt the greatest threat to liberty in this nation, and they didn't abandon their Confederate roots. All they did was sharpen that tool and perfect.
Notice that you love to quote the Bible. Let me ask you, would your Lord and Savior Jesus Christ approve of these Hispanics being deported back to Mexico or Honduras or back to Africa, back to whatever country they came from? Do you think your Lord and Savior Jesus Christ would approve of that? Do you think your Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, April, do you think he will approve of Trump torturing and terrorizing these Hispanics? These Hispanics are afraid to go to work. They're afraid to send their children to school because they're worried about La Migra picking them up and arresting them. Now, the Democratic judge, because you mentioned she was a Democratic judge, and she is, do you think she was more godly trying to help this Hispanic avoid arrest? Or do you think that the people who were there to arrest him are more godly or more godlike? Which one do you think Jesus Christ would approve of? Another thing, these ICE agents are going to court where these people are trying to become legalized citizens. And so now, if these Hispanics who are trying to become legalized citizens are being arrested while going to court, do you really think they're going to be going to court to try to become U.S. citizens? So it's a catch-22. If they go to court, if they go to their mandated court dates and show up, they can be arrested. If they don't show up because they're afraid that they're going to be arrested, then they can go, ICE that is, ICE can pick them up at their homes or jobs and claim that they didn't make their appointments. So it's a catch-22. And then towards the end, my sister, you said something about that it's evil that the Democrats are subjugating, silencing, and suppressing people. Well, my sister, that's what Donald Trump and the Republicans are doing. Do you not see that? It's Donald Trump that is sending these ICE agents to arrest these people. Both the people who deserve to be arrested, those who have committed horrible crimes, but he's also sending ICE to pick up people who are going through the process of getting their citizenships, who have never did anything wrong other than crossing the border illegally. So my sister, you got it all backwards. Anyway, guys, I want to thank you all for coming back to the Black Only News and Entertainment Network. Peace, take care, and be safe.